I would like to apologize for the blank wall of my studio. I'm currently having it redone. It should be done in the next couple days. What is going on, traders? Hope you guys crushed it on Friday. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the trades we ended up taking as a community on Friday, as well as preparing you guys to trade the best setups at the best prices like we usually do. Let's get into it. So first things first, guys, we're going to start off with GME. I told everyone I'm extremely bullish on GME until $50. We had a gap to fill at $48.74. This was my first level of resistance. This is where I am selling my shares at this level. Anyone who ended up buying shares made a lot of money if you sold in the after hours or pre-market. If you bought options, you lost a lot of money if you did not sell the move. Market makers always win. You have to outsmart the market makers. They are not going to let call options print this much, guys. They got everyone's hopes up in the pre-market and after hours. But us, the Daily Sniper, we learned to sell the move and sell at the first level of resistance. The gap close reversal is a strategy that we specialize in, and it worked to our advantage on this trade. Now, where's Jimmy sitting at? We have a key level right here, 526.25. This was the level we first started off buying at. This was a previous resistance. We turned it into a support, so we ended up having big upside potential. Now, what are we looking at? I have a couple key levels, right? We have 26.25, 23.26, and 20.42. How did I get these levels? I'm going to show you right now. This ended up being the previous floor, right? 26.25. This is why this was our massive level. Look how many touch points we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touch points at $26.25. Mark this on your chart right now. This is going to be the make or break it level for GME. If we end up breaking through it, coming up on the retest in the 5-minute time frame, our next spot is $3 away at $23.26. I made this level because I'm looking for the most touch points of this area. 23.26. And there's no exact key level, guys. It's all give or take 20 cents each direction, okay? So 23.26 is a good level. The next level we have is $20.42. Look at the previous floor that we have. Previous resistance, previous floor. This is what I'm looking at. If we end up dipping back down to $20.42, I'm going crazy on shares until this level turns a resistance. So even though I'm saying this is one of the best levels to be buying at, if we end up making this level of resistance, I'm immediately out. I will buy here in the 5-minute time frame. We break through it, come back up, retest, and we reject. I'm selling my shares. Until then, $20.42 in that, give or take 20 cents in both directions. This is the level that I'm going to be looking to be buying at. Now, let's move to the SPY. I only got one play to show you guys. The first play, we ended up making absolute killing today on the Daily Sniper on Friday. We had a major key level at 533.07. What was that? That was the previous all-time high, the previous resistance on the daily time frame. 533.07. We came back down to it on Thursday. You see this massive bounce, and then I took the low of Thursday. You go back to Wednesday, 532.68. Resistance. We ended up holding this level. We make it support. We go much higher. We make 533.07 support. We go much higher. Now let's look. This is all on a 30-minute time frame. I ended up buying June 12th or June 14th contracts. I bought myself some time. I can't remember the exact contracts I bought, but I was playing 30-minute time frame, so I bought myself time. We ended up selling off in the morning. As soon as we came back up and I saw a wick on this level, I was buying 532 calls. I had 532 calls towards the bottom of the day. Why? It was the best risk to reward ratio. Look how many touch points that we have on the 30-minute time frame. Look where we ended up bouncing on Thursday. The same level we ended up bouncing on Friday. This is why I was extremely bullish on 532.68. This was the best level to be buying. I ended up bringing 532 calls deep in the money. Deep in the money as in I hit one trade on this candle. I played this 30-minute candle. I bought in and I sold towards the 534 level. I made an absolute killing on this trade. It takes one trade a day. Now, for all new traders, all novice traders, if you guys want to be becoming the best day trader, I'm going to show you exactly how to in this video very quickly. How I chart the previous day before, I put a line at the high of the day, I put a line at the low of the day, I put a previous close. And then I end up going on the 5-minute time frame. So we already have those 3 key levels. I go on the 5-minute time frame and I'm looking for floors and I'm looking for roofs. Where are you seeing floors and roofs? Simple. Previous closes, 534.67. If you don't see, this ended up being the close of June 5th. We ended up floating around this level and holding this level. So 534.67 is a key level. We're looking for the most touch points, the most supports, and the most rejections. Then, what am I doing after I have that? I'm going to Forex, the Forex calendar, guys. I'm looking at news that is coming up right for the next day. I'm looking for red folders, orange folders. Yellow folders don't really use the market. You want to be keeping an eye on red folders. What time is the news dropping? You need to be prepared of when news is dropping. You do not want to be stuck in a trade with a red folder because red folders move the market. We do not need to YOLO trades. We do not need to gamble trades. We are playing the best levels at the best prices. We are playing levels that have multiple touch points on SPY. So moving forward to tomorrow, what are our levels at? Easy. First things first, guys. We're going to be watching 534. Why? 534 was the previous close of Friday. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put a line all the way at 534.01. This is the level we ended up closing at. This is going to be the make or break level for SPY. The next key level that we have is the previous all-time highs, 533.07 and 532.68. Why? Look at the bounces that we are having at these levels. Look at the bounces we're having at these levels. Once we end up rejecting this zone, right now this zone, I'm going to make green. So this is going to be our potential dip buying opportunity in this range. If we end up gapping down tomorrow to the low 532s, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to end up making these levels red. Why? Because if we gap up, these levels are going to be used as buying calls if we sell back down to these levels. If we gap down and come back up, this is going to be the short side. We gap down, we come up in this level, this range, I am buying puts. We gap up, we come back down to this range. This is the range I am going to be buying calls. 533.07 to 532.68. Where's a good dip buy? Easy. 531 and 530 are dip buys. This is what I'm looking at to be dip buying. What am I using for shorts? Easy. You see my mouse, you see this line? I'm looking for the most touch points. Easy. Look at the pre-market. 535.19. It's my next key level. I just did that in front of you. How did I get that? All I'm doing is looking for the most touch points, the most wicks, right? I'm looking for wicks. And remember, all these key levels, it's not just to the cent. Give or take 20, 30 cents in each direction. That's how this works. So if you want to make a nice range from the tops of the wicks to the bottoms of the wicks, just like down here, we know that this is our sell area. If we end up gapping down, and this is our buy area. If we end up gapping up, we want to be buying calls in here, gapping up, and we want to be shorting this, gapping down. Why? We want to make a previous resistance a support, or a previous support a resistance. It's very, very simple, guys. This are the levels I'm looking at. I'm looking for shorts at 535.19, and I'm looking for calls at around the mid 532s. If anything changes, I will be going live on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching this program. The Daily Sniper is on what? 40% off, guys. Use code HAPPYDAD at checkout. This is the #1 Discord in the community. If you don't believe me, I will refund you all your money. That is it for me, guys. Take care, and I'll see you guys on Monday night. Take care.